Hey, P2P members, welcome back. Daily mobility folks. Today we're working on 3 speeds again, and we're going to do external timing. So we're going to use a metronome for this one, and we're going to work on neck rotations, some mid-back or thoracic spine lateral bends, and then some low back front circles. The low back front circle, I've had quite a few clients actually. It's one of their favorite warm-up movements. So hopefully the same is true for you. Because we're doing a lot with the spine and midline, let's test rotation. We're going to bring your feet together, find a spot that you can come back to on the floor, reach the arms out, put a thumb up, and we're going to rotate to the left, rotate to the right, and get an idea, okay, after I warm that up a little bit, take care of that warm-up effect, how far am I getting to the left, and what specifically am I lining up with in the room? So that'll give you a guideline that you can come back to and say, hey, are we improving flexor extensor tone in the body? Are we improving range of motion? Or are we tightening things up in that midline area? So first one, we're gonna go ahead and go slow tempo. So these are 10-second repetitions, which is gonna seem really slow with cervical rotation. So if you stand up tall and lengthen towards the ceiling with the crown of the head, think about your chin being on a board. This is your basic right-left rotation, but we're going to go really nice and slow. So I'm going to crank up the metronome so give you a chance to hear that hopefully fairly well. And then with good length in the spine again, we're going to go 10 of those counts. So we're going 5 to the right and then back. And maybe going like a 15 count actually. So just go nice and slow one more time. And then think about lengthening too as you're doing that. So from there, let's retest rotation, see if your movement range of motion is the same, is it better, or is it worse? Feet need to come to the same spot each time, put that thumb up and reassess. Now we're going to go to 4-second repetitions. So standing up tall again. Think about lengthening into this again. Crown of the head going up towards the sky. And 4-second reps. Let's retest on that, see what happened. And interesting, so speed matters, right? Tempo matters. We talked about that last time. That one, for me, improved. The slow tempo did not necessarily. So now we're going to go sport speed. If you do have any neck issues or you feel uncomfortable moving your neck faster, you can skip this one and you could go back to the 4-second tempo or whichever one worked best for you so far in terms of range of motion. And a few reps at that faster tempo, and then let's reassess and see how rotation is looking, feeling. So about the same. Best one for me so far was the intermediate tempo 4-second with neck rotations. Now we're going to move to the mid-back, so the thoracic spine. This area is really important for our gut function, our respiratory function. So the neck is as well when we talk about respiration or the diaphragm. So we're going to bend the knees, stand up nice and tall, and then side bend. So we're going to go to the right with a 5 count, and then to the left also with the 5 count, coming back up tall. Focus on that sternum or chest bone tilting to the right and then tilting back to the left, and maintain length and breathe. Let's do one more. Good, and then go ahead and reassess, see where we're at. And then we're gonna speed it up again, so 4-second tempo. We're gonna go 1, 2 to the right, 1, 2 to the left. Get the idea here. Keep the knees bent slightly, long, tall posture. Should feel a gentle stretch in the rib cage. Need to speed this up. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the tempo. Good. All right, good. Shake out any tension from that. These should actually be hopefully helping you loosen up and decreasing tension. So from there, let's go rotations again. And so for whatever reason, my brain, body, nervous system really likes in the mid back and the neck, that 4-second tempo, and getting more improvements via that specific speed. So maybe you're finding a favorite speed and some consistency with the spinal work today. Now we're going to go into the faster tempo on that mid back area. So again, feet a little bit wider for this, bend the knees slightly, and then as quick as you're comfortable with, focusing on again that thoracic mid back area being the primary driver here, going a little quicker with the speed. Whew, nice. That'll start to bring up core temperature, heart rate, good vestibular input. So we're working on the inner ear here as well. And that inner ear sets extensor tone, or the muscles on the back of the body. And so sometimes when we see muscle synergy improve, range of motion improve, oftentimes it's not just that we're exercising and loosening up the muscles in the fascia, but we're also giving the brain some much needed stimulus in that inner ear. So good. Get that reassessment, and then let's go to the low back. This is a front circle, so I want you to start and maintain, start with a knee bend and maintain that knee bend throughout. So really important that we keep the knees bent here. If you wanted to palpate or touch just the lumbar vertebrae there, if you know in that low back area where those are, you're going to bend the knees slightly. And the first one, as we go slow, focus on that movement happening through that lumbar area. Ballpark 10 seconds. So we're going to the side, through the low back, to the front, gently through the low back, up to the other side, and then back up tall. From there, let's go ahead and go arms more relaxed. So if you were palpating there on the low back, just to connect that brain to body where we want to drive the movement from. Now let's relax the arms and let the arms just kind of fall forward through the front and the sides of that circle. So as we go back the other way, you're going to let this arm drop across, opposite arm, gently roll through the front. Now the arms switch, so this other shoulder is relaxed, and I'm just letting that arm fall in front of the body, and then it's going to kind of fall and drop back into place in a neutral posture as I stand it back up. Let's retest your range of motion after those 10-second reps. So feet stay grounded. Hopefully you're coming back to reassess in that same spot on the floor each time and getting an idea. Do we get same, better, worse on that? And then let's go ahead and speed it up. So we're going to go 4-second reps, low back circles. Bend the knees slightly. And you can shorten up as we go faster. You can shorten the range of motion if you want. So if you want to back off the range a little bit. 3, 4. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple more. Good. Good. And those just feel really good. Nice input. We're going to get a hydration effect in the discs. We're getting increased blood flow around the spine, which tends to be a good thing as long as we're not putting any undue pressure, pushing into the range of motion or pushing into the speed too much. These are really amazing movements for spinal health and just general health of the whole nervous system. All right, so that was a good drill as well. Again, there's that consistency. Brian's spine likes to move at 4-second tempo. Don't know why. Be curious to see what your favorite speed is. So if you feel like dropping a comment, please do, or shoot us an email back on this one today. I'm curious if you found a favorite speed for your cervical, thoracic, or lumbar spine. Now we're going to go sport speed. So again, knees bent. We really want to maintain that consistency of a knee bend. And then if you feel like, again, shortening the range of motion is a good idea as you go through this faster speed, please do. But driving that through the low back, if you're finding tension in the shoulders or the arms is starting to come in, see if you can do your best over time to start to relax and let that part of the body relax while you control that through your midline. Let's go back and retest your rotation. And hopefully you saw some improvements today. I know I did, and had a lot of fun moving with you. So keep working. These drills are daily go-tos. That's why it's called daily mobility. It works when you work it. It doesn't when you don't. So you guys know practice with consistency is really important. Keep your body moving. See if you can teach a friend or family member a couple of these movements and help them learn more about their brain and body and how to keep their joints healthy as well. Thanks so much.